What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tyrone Hunter, the Headhunter, in the building one more game. Checking in. Appreciate all my subscribers. Appreciate all the people liking the video, commenting on the video. You know, this one is for you. If you're not subscribed to the channel, man, subscribe to the channel. I plan on bringing you real interesting information on this channel that give you a different way of thinking about things. And before I get into this video, man, I just want to give a couple of shout outs. First, we want to shout out that boy Tyrone Hamilton, 7974, representing that Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland in the building. Shout out, much love to Cleveland. Second shout out I want to give is I want to shout out Lawrence Pryor Bay, repping that Huntsville, Alabama. Shout out to you, boss man. Shout out to your wife and, you know, your son. Hopefully everything is well, and I wish you much success on your journey as you continue forward in life. And before I, get into the video, let me just give you a disclaimer, right? So, and I appreciate everybody that's, commenting on the video. Some comments I agree with, some I don't. But this is not only my platform, it's your platform as well. I want you to have an opportunity for your voice and your opinions to be heard. So this is why, I try to respond to everybody's comments, and I don't block nobody. I give everybody that chance. So let me just help you understand something about me, right? And I'm going to keep this brief. So I'm 46 years old, about to be 47. Started running the streets at a young age. Got locked in my first time at 8 years old. Did 15 years in prison. Man, I done did everything that you could do in the streets, and I'm still here to talk about it, right? So what that must mean is I must have some knowledge and some intellect. I must know how to move. And if I'm giving my opinions on something, I'm giving my opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own. I'm only giving you a different perspective, a different way of seeing a situation. I'm not saying my situation is 100% correct. Just like your opinion may not be 100% correct, but we should be able to share our opinions and keep it respectful. So with that being said, man, you see the title. I'm going to jump right into it. Again, shout out to my boy Lawrence Pryor Bay, repping that Huntsville, Alabama. Shout out to Alabama in the building. You dig me? Now, you see the title, man, and this is probably the last video I'm going to do on the Big JOOK situation. But I felt that this is interesting because now that Big JOOK got murdered, his family have to plan his funeral service. And is his funeral service going to be held in Memphis? And is Yo Gotti going to attend? This is what we're going to talk about today. So make sure you stay to the end of the video, so you could get my thoughts and you could get my opinions. Because at the end of the day, we are just trying to find out what's really good. And in addition to that, my content is for educational purposes only. What I intend to do is to shed some light on some things. And that's part of the reason why I became a YouTuber, is because I saw seen and heard a lot of people opinions in regards to different things that's going on in the world, and I wanted to give my own opinion. So this is why I started my YouTube channel. All right. And pretty much again, coming from the streets and trying to change your life and trying to turn over a new leaf, it's not easy. So I'm doing something positive. So hopefully those that respect what it is that I'm trying to do, you continue to support me on my road to positivity and bringing information out there that could give you something to think about, and hopefully it deter you from the streets, right? So now, as a mother, we speaking of Big JOOK mother, this is one of the most hurtful and painful things that any parent have to do, is bury their child, right? No parent should have to bury their child. Parents should be able to get older, live out their life, and their children should bury them. Parents should not outlive their children. And the kind of world that we living in right now, this generation, a lot of youth, a lot of children are passing away way before their parents. And you must understand that this is a very hurtful thing. So now Big JOOK mother have to bury her son. She have to think about the circumstances and how he was taken out of this world. And then at the funeral, her as well as other family members, have to hope that nobody's going to come to that funeral home and going to shoot that funeral home, up, or no other violence is committed against Big Jook or anybody else. And for those of y'all who don't know who Big Jook is the brother of Yo Gotti. Big Jook and Yo Gotti was attending a funeral service for one of their relatives a few days ago, and unfortunately, Big Jook, met his demise, sometime during that day following the funeral service. Word is, speculation is that this is a result of a rivalry between CMG Yo Gotti's camp as well as Young Dolph and his pre-camp. If you want to know my opinions on that, you can check out another video. But I just wanted to, kind of put this question out there and again, give us something else to think about. Where do y'all think this funeral is going to be held? Do y'all think the funeral is going to be held in Memphis? Or do you think it's going to be held somewhere else? Do you think it's going to be safe for people to attend the funeral? Or do you think, people should stay away from the funeral? And I want to know your opinions on this situation in general. Do you feel like this is a normal situation for any family to have to seek to figure out when they're trying to bury their loved one? They have to think about where they plan on having a funeral service. Is it going to be safe for them as well as for other people that's coming to pay their respects, to their loved one that passed? And again, it's not about preaching. It's about teaching. It's about giving us a different way of looking at and viewing things. I personally think and feel that his family should, hold his funeral service wherever they choose. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to go on, but just allow this to be, an eye-opener. That when you have beef in the streets and when you have a rivalry and when you going at people and they going at you and, bodies is dropping and people is getting killed, see, y'all gone and y'all done passed away. Y'all don't have to deal with the planning of the funeral. Y'all don't have to deal with the grieving of the mothers, the grieving of the children, the grieving of the friends, the hurt and pain of everybody that loves you. This is something that you don't have to experience. So hopefully, this Big Jook situation just be an eye-opener for a lot of people out there that, be twisting their fingers up, thinking they gang or want to be gang, wanting to run the streets, and thinking that it's the cool thing. Yes, it's all cool when you out there, going through the motions like you in a video game. But the thing about real life is, man, once you off the clock, it's no do-overs. It's no rewind. It's no resetting. It's no putting in another video game and you get extra lives. It's over. It's done. You cancel. You out of here. You off the count. So think about that, when you're making these decisions in terms of how you're trying to live your life. And I mean, again, some people is going to agree with the video. Some people is not. And I understand that and I respect that. Again, I'm just seeking to give y'all something else to think about. And one of the things that Big Jook has to think, one of the things Big Jook family has to think about is where they're going to hold his service, where they're going to hold his funeral service. And another thing that has to be thought about is whether Yo Gotti is going to attend, and if he attend, is his life going to be put in danger? And this is all a result of a situation that just got way out of hand. And these are the results. So think about how you choose to live your life, people. Think about what makes sense. Think about the people that's going to be affected by the decisions that you make. Gentlemen, no matter what age you are, if you are a teenager or you are older gentleman, think about the ladies in your life that love you, the females, the baby mothers, the girlfriends, and what they're going to go through and what they're going to experience by losing somebody like you. Stop making selfish decisions. Stop making decisions that you think only affect you in life, because once you pick up that gun and you decide to take the life of somebody, your life is in a balance as well as the life of so many other people in a balance. And this ain't preaching. This is just teaching. This is giving us perspective. It's time for us to come out of that, that funk and that phase of thinking that, that's what it is in the streets, and you know, this is how it is, and this is how it always was, and this is how it always gonna be. No, that's a choice. That's what we are choosing, you know, and hopefully we start to make better choices, because a lot of lives are affected. A lot of lives are affected, and we share everything negative, but you know, a lot of times we don't share nothing positive. And this is just a message, as well as this is something that hopefully it give you something else to think about while you out there making those decisions, in regards to how you choose to live your life. Rest in peace, Big Jook. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Rest in peace of all of the people that, you know, met their demise as a result of these circumstances that transpired. And, you know, to those out there that's still living the street life and on the verge of making certain decisions, man, turn it around, do a U-turn. Go watch Netflix, eat some popcorn, park it, you know, sit down with your old lady and your children, man, and you know, figure out a different way to live life, because this ain't living when you out there dying and you out there crashing out because you thinking it's cool. This is not the movies, and this is not music, but this is your boy Tyrone Hunter, the Hair Hunter, checking in one more again, because at the end of the day, we just trying to find out what's really good. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you appreciate the content. Again, it's the last, you know, time we're going to talk about this Big Jook situation. May he rest in peace. May everybody else that was affected, that met their demise as a result of these circumstances, may they rest in peace as well. And may we continue to make, you know, smarter decisions going forward. Yeah, and we out of here.